What's up guys, it's Jose from RSC Pools. Today we are wrapping up one of our remodeling projects here in the city of Mission Viejo. Right now the guys are making a Mini-Pebble sample. I'm gonna take a look at it, confirm it, and we'll get this thing thrown into the pool and filled up with water. Let's check it out. When you're doing Mini-Pebble or plaster, it's often the most exciting process of the entire project since the thing is almost wrapped up. But it could also get very messy, which is why we laid out all of these tarps here, and we always make sure to let the homeowner know in advance that we're going to be arriving about an hour or two earlier just to set up this entire thing. We need to run hoses, lines in order to have the Mini-Pebble actually pumped through a gun and shot onto the structure of the pool. This whole thing could get super messy, so whenever you are doing Mini-Pebble or whenever you're doing any plastering project, just make sure you're taking extra precautions to keep the entire site clean, because if not, it's going to end up costing you more money as a contractor or business owner to clean up if this stuff gets on the walls, floor. It can be a whole big mess, so always ensure that you are double checking everything. Doing these type of remodeling projects are actually super fun to do because you get a whole different look for the pool. For this project, we did the entire Mini-Pebble, we redid the plumbing, we did new equipment, and just made sure that the entire functionality of the pool is actually operating as efficiently as it could be. For this color of Mini-Pebble, the homeowner wanted to do a darker color in their water. One of the biggest myths that homeowners think is that if they go with a blue Mini-Pebble, it's going to make the water look blue. Not necessarily. For this particular project, the homeowner wanted to get a darker look, which is why we went with a midnight blue Mini-Pebble finish. What we always do is take these custom covers and actually fill the entire interior with that Mini-Pebble texture. These are then placed at the bottom of the main drains for the pool and spa to give the whole thing a nice cleanless and seamless finish, and it ties the whole project in together. So these little minor details are things that some contractors tend to overlook, but here we always pay attention to detail to ensure that the whole thing looks nice, functional, and just to leave the homeowners fully satisfied.
Pleasure to meet you all. My name is Louis. I'm the project manager here at RSC Pools. So I deal with like sales consulting and project development. What that includes is I would call customers, stay in touch with them throughout the process, and on top of that, I would schedule everything. Shotcrete, the excavation, the rebar. Just make sure everything goes by smoothly and that there's no issues that come along the way, or if something does come up, I'll be there to manage that.
Actually pulling up a invoice. So since today's like one of the last phases of the project, I'm just making the final invoice here for the last progress payment for this particular project.
Hi.
Hi, are you home by chance?
Yeah.
Okay, would you mind coming out to the back? I just kind of want to show you what we're doing today, and we also do need to get your IntelliCenter set up after this.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Great, thank you. I think the whole thing matches really nice, but yeah. I'm really excited to see how this thing is going to look. The nice thing is too, on the benches you could already see like the color of the midnight blue coming out, which is really fun. Cool. I have a quick question. How do you feel like your experience has been working with us so far? Cool? Okay. Yeah. Everything good with communication and everything? Sweet.
No, at least you're answering text good, so that's good.
Sweet. Yeah, I mean, we always have to keep everyone updated to make sure.
Yeah, it's nice because if not, it'd be hard, especially with the dogs.
Definitely, yeah. The Mini-Pebble finish is looking super awesome. I just had a great chat with the client. Super happy, no complaints, and I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? This is honestly one of my favorite colors that we always do. It's either between the midnight blue and the Tahoe blue. Between those two, these are like the most popular pool interior finishes that our team does. This is why it's so important to have projects scheduled out accordingly. We're here, but then we have Shotcrete right after at another project, and the homeowner wants to do one quick meeting before we actually shoot the shallow into the pool, and I think they want to make some adjustments to the steps, so yeah. We're gonna head on over there in about the next 45 minutes or so. Right now, we're gonna go get some food for the guys for this project. I always personally like getting these guys food. Anytime we have a specialty trade that's being done for one of our projects, whether it's rebar, we're finishing concrete, or we're applicating Mini-Pebble or plaster, I always like to go the extra step and make sure to get the guys some food or some cold drinks and some water, because these particular phases of a project, whether you're installing Mini-Pebble or finishing cement, these things are very tedious and require extra careful detail. It's always nice to do these things and show your guys that you actually care for them, because they kind of return that same love and they'll take care of you as a business owner. And if our guys are just that much more careful on these tedious phases of each project, it can prevent us from making anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000 mistakes. So we just got 10 burgers for all of the guys on site to, you know, give them a little treat for all their hard work and... Oh no, bro. Oh crap.
Oh my.
Oh no, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. It's just kind of like, oh shit. No, we're good, we're good. My hands are clean. I'll just scoot this one over here. A little bit of a spill, but oh, no, we're back on track. Honestly, I'm gonna throw these in the back so they don't stink up the truck. We're at our Orange County project right now, and we're doing Shotcrete, but I have a quick meeting with the homeowner. They want to go over the shallow area of the project as well as some step. They have some step and ledge questions about the structure as well. So we're about to meet up with them really quick and see what they want change at their project. I have no idea, actually. I think a pipe broke, but in this case... ¿Se rompió la pipa? Yikes.
Here we're in the office. We're on the job site right now in Orange County. We got the Shotcrete going on in the back, and right now I'm just looking over some other projects we got going on. The owner wants to do a little bit of changes, so I'm going to be working on that in a few. Inspector did just get here right now, so I'm going to get him over the engineering plan just so he can look it over. That's what we got going on right now.
¿Dos de ancho para acá o de ustedes?
No, dos para allá.
Dos para acá.
Ya, dos para allá.
¿Y quieres aquí para allá?
De ahí para allá dos. Y de aquí, ¿qué? 14. ¿Cuántos los talones?
Estos ya son normales, los dejamos a 12.
Ok, deja dos de 12 para allá.
So we actually almost made a pretty big mistake. It was like, it could have been a $10,000 mistake. What ended up happening, when we were shooting the Shotcrete here in the Baja shelf area, we accidentally broke a pipe, but fortunately we got in there, we fixed it, and there is some clips of the water completely leaking. And I mean, this whole plumbing job was 10,000 bucks. And if we didn't catch that we broke that pipe, we would have sealed this whole thing off. And once we filled this pool up with water, we would have seen there was a leak, and that would have been a huge problem. It would have messed us up. Homeowner would have been super upset, and it just would have been terrible. But luckily, we saw it happen. We got in there, we put in a new pipe, and everything's nice and dandy. Wrapped up a meeting with our homeowner. The homeowner wanted to make a few changes in terms of the step layout of where the steps will be in front of the Baja shelf, as well as the spa and the pool. So little minor tweaks that we needed to make opposed to their original design, but we got them in. And it's always super important to be flexible with your homeowners, especially if it's not a big change like this. The homeowner wanted to decrease the size of the step from having a full 6-foot step that stretches across the Baja shelf to just 2 little tiny steps in the corner, which is no big deal. We'll do it. It's definitely something that, it's not something that's gonna cost us a whole lot more money or labor to do. So in these type of situations, we just include it to keep the homeowner happy, nice and easy, and to kind of just keep this whole project smooth. When you're doing a big project like this, the homeowner is not going to have access to this backyard for months at a time. It's often a very stressful project for them, especially if they're not able to use like half of the space of their home when we're doing these type of $100,000, $200,000 projects, because there's a lot of work that needs to be done on these. These type of projects can last like 3 to 4 months, so they're not going to be able to use their whole backyard for at least a fourth of the year. It's definitely something that you kind of need to plan events and your life around, but we always try to make the process as easy and as flexible for the homeowner as well, so keep everything nice and smooth. As we're doing the shotcrete for this whole pool, you guys will notice that there are some areas where we kind of overdug on this excavation, and to be honest, it's not really our fault, nor it's our excavator's fault. The soils in this area of Orange County are very loose. When we're doing the actual excavation, there was a bunch of rock and a bunch of gravel that was just falling over. All of these holes and all of these areas that have a bunch of gaps in between them. If we're presented with something like this, we have one of two options. We either just fill the whole thing up with shotcrete, but that costs a ton of money. Or what we could do is do what we're doing here. We put boards on the side of the wall to actually hold up the shotcrete while we shoot it. So that's a second option that we went with here. If you guys check it out here, you can see all this excess overdig that occurred right here, and we combat that by using these plywood sheets to hold the shotcrete up in order to minimize the amount that would otherwise be overused on these overdig areas. So that's one way to do it about it. If you guys aren't prepared, this is just one of the things you need to keep account of as a contractor or business owner when you're doing these type of projects, because if these things aren't calculated correctly, you can end up losing $10,000 to $20,000 on excess shotcrete that you otherwise wouldn't have needed. Very busy morning. We were running around at the first remodel project, and now we're here doing the shotcrete, taking meetings with homeowners, and just making sure that everything is going according to build for this project. As for the first project, I just got a text from our other project manager that we're all good to go. The next phase of that one is going to be doing the acid wash, filling the pool up with water, and starting off all the equipment so our homeowner can actually start enjoying their backyard since their pool is getting filled up with water. As for this one, once we're done with the shotcrete phase, we're gonna let this thing dry for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then we're gonna come in and knock out the rest of the hardscape, pavers, retaining wall, planter, outdoor patio cover, and the extra things that are required at this entire backyard build. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to check out more videos like this of these $100,000, $200,000 backyard builds that we do. We'll see you guys in the next video. Later.